What's up guys, it's Argon657 here. Today I bring you another Pokemon Ultra Sun Ultra Moon Wi-Fi battle. This battle is going to be against SixftHax. And today's going to be a doubleheader, and we're going to have an OU battle first, and both battles are going to be against SixftHax. His channel will be in the description below, so I'm going to lead off with my Tornadus, and he's going to lead off with his Tapu Fini. And he's going to get the Misty Surge up. That's not a big deal. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight for the Supersonic Sky Strike, because I want to wear this Tapu Fini down as much as possible. Because Tapu Fini is very bulky and it's very hard to take out Tapu Fini in one hit. And yeah, or even two hits, because Tapu Fini can pretty much take any one hit, even a super effective hit. Maybe not a Z move though, but it really depends, though. But he's going to go for the Nature's Madness, and I'm going to actually make a misclick over here by going for the Defog. And I should have I was going to go for the Hurricane, but I kind of misclicked. But I guess it worked out because now I can hit the Hurricane for certain because of the evasion drop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out because I want to save this Tornadus for later, so I'm going to go into my Tapu Koko to see what he wants to do. He's going to go for the Nature's Madness again, and yeah, it's gonna hurt my Tapu Koko though, but not a big deal. I actually expected him to go into his Landorus, so I go for the Hidden Power Ice, but it's going to end up going into Ferrothorn, which is also another good switch because Ferrothorn can basically take any hit that Tapu Koko throws at it. So I guess it was a good play on his part though. So I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go into my Tornadus, and he's going to end up going for the spikes. So it's not bad though, but I could just defog them away. So yeah, he could also go for the Leech Seed, and the thing is with the Leech Seed, it's very annoying. And he's going to go into his Tapu Lele over here and get up the Psychic Surge, so the Psychic Terrain. So I'm going to go for the Hurricane, and I do a good chunk to Tapu Lele. I do around half. And I'm going to switch out because I don't want to take a hit, and I also don't want to risk him being scarfed and outspeeding me. So I was going to go to my Ferrothorn because it's my safe play, because I could easily take any hit he goes for. He's going to go for the Psychic, and it's going to do a decent amount with the Psychic Terrain. So yeah, and this is a specially defensive Ferrothorn too, so yeah, I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks over here, and he's going to go to his Landorus, and yeah, he's going to go to his Landorus, and I'm guessing he might go for Stealth Rocks over here because Landorus do tend to carry Stealth Rocks sometimes, even when it's Choice Scarf. So yeah, I'm going to go to my Pelipper, and he's going to go for the Stealth Rocks, and I think I have Defog on this Pelipper. I actually don't remember. I did use this team in the last battle, and yeah, I do have the Defog. So yeah, I'm going to go for the Defog, get rid of all the entry hazards because I really don't want Pelipper taking 25% damage. I do need this Pelipper for later. So what I'm going to do is, his Ferrothorn's still at full health. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for the U-turn just to get out of there. His Ferrothorn is kind of annoying to deal with. You really have to have Magnezone to really counter it and stuff like that. So I'm going to go into my Araquanid, which is Choice Banded, and I could just go for the Liquidation, but it's probably not going to do that much to Ferrothorn, even in the rain, even with the Choice Band, even with the Water Bubble Boost and Stab as well. It's just Ferrothorn is so bulky, so I'm going to go back into my Tornadus, and he's going to go for the Power Whip over here, and it's going to do not that much. It's not going to do too much to my Tornadus. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the Hurricane. It's not gonna do too much to the Ferrothorn though, unfortunately. Because Ferrothorn, it looks like it's a specially defensive Ferrothorn, and he's gonna go for the Leech Seed and practically regain almost all of his health back. Um, so I'm gonna go for the Hurricane again because I do need to wear this Ferrothorn down, and also I hope for the Confusion. So he's going to hit himself, and that's really great though because now I can pretty much try to wear it down. But the thing is that I do need to preserve this Tornadus for later. Um, so yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go into my Araquanid now and just go straight for the Liquidation. And he's going to go for another layer of spikes, so that's fine. So at this point, the only real way to really take this Ferrothorn out is doing as much damage as possible. So I'm just going to go for the Liquidation at this point, and it's going to do a good chunk to the Ferrothorn. It brings it down to red, though. He's going to go for the Leech Seed, but at this point, I could just 2-hit KO him with another Liquidation, so it's really not a big deal. And then he could go into Landers if he wants to. I'm fine with that. I mean, it's not a big deal. So yeah, he's gonna go for the Liquidation, and no, I'm gonna go for the Liquidation, and I'm gonna be able to knock out the Ferrothorn. So that's really good. And then now he's gonna go to his Tapu Lele, and get the Psychic Terrain up, and he's gonna go for the Psyshock and knock me out. And that's fine, because I can just come in with my Ferrothorn, because at this point, I'm going to have to set up my Stealth Rocks over here, because Ferrothorn is pretty much... I can pretty much take on his Landers as long as he doesn't have Supersonic Sky Strike or something like that. So I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rocks, and then I'm going to go for the Leaf Seed, to see what he wants to do. I'm going to switch out, and then I'm going to go to my Pelipper. And then he's going to go for the Earthquake, and it's not going to affect my Pelipper, yeah, I went to Pelipper to set up the rain again, so that way I can just go into Swampert and then pretty much sweep the rest of his team. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for the U-turn, and then his Tapu Lele, his Tapu Fini is almost weakened, so I'm gonna go to my Tornadus. Although I should have went into my Swampert, because I would have been able to just done a lot of damage to his team. I mean, as soon as I take out the Tapu Fini, then my Swampert can pretty much have a field day. So, so yeah, at this point, my Tornadus can just take out the Tapu Fini, and then now my Swampert's all set to sweep. So, yeah, he's going to go into his Blacephalon now, and he's going to go for a Shadow Ball, and it's going to knock out my Tornadus, but now I can just come in with Swampert and just take out the rest of his team. So, and I can take a +1 Shadow Ball from full health, so yeah, everything's looking pretty good. However, he's going to run at this point, realizing that my Swampert can just clean up the rest of his team. So that's fine. But we will have another battle as well. So this one's going to be a ZU battle. And yeah, this battle was from a long time ago. Both battles that I had were from a while ago. So I might not remember much what happened, but I'm gonna he's gonna lead off with his Manectric, and I'm going to lead off with my Monferno, and I'm gonna go for the U-turn, and it turns out that he's also scarfed. So he has Scarf Manectric. He's gonna go to his Silvally. I think it's Silvally Fighting, or Silvally Ground. I think it's Silvally Fighting. So yeah, I'm gonna go into my Grumpig, because my Grumpig can pretty much take on the Silvally. So I'm gonna go for the Psychic over here, just to get some damage, and it's not gonna do too much to Golem, because I really don't have much special attack investment in Golem. I mean, it doesn't have the best special defense, so he's gonna go for the Stealth Rocks. I'm gonna go to my Torterra, and I'm gonna set up my own Stealth Rocks. And the thing is that I think now Torterra is like NU or PU. I don't remember, but this battle was from a long time ago when Torterra was once CU. So he's gonna go for the Toxic over here, and it's gonna hurt my Torterra, as it's gonna basically hinder its ability to wall certain Pokemon. So he's gonna go into his Gorgeist, and I'm gonna go for the Earthquake over here, and the Earthquake's gonna do absolutely nothing to this Gorgeist, so, which is fine. I mean, I do have my Shiftry as my late game sweeper, so so yeah, I do have to set everything up first before that happens. So, and I also have to weaken some of his Pokemon, because he may have Cobra Berry. No, never mind. He has leftovers. I just saw the leftovers. I don't know why. He does not have the Cobra Berry, so thankfully, I can just go for knockoff, and it'll do a lot more damage than if it had Cobra Berry. So that's really good. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the Toxic, I believe. He's gonna go into his Golem, to probably absorb, any hit I go for, but I'm just gonna go for the Toxic. And just to wear it down, it has no form of recovery other than the leftovers, but now that I have the Toxic, it's pretty much, I mean, I'll pretty much be able to wear down the Golem easily, even though he does have the Leech Seed, so that's fine. He's going to withdraw over here, and he's going to go back into his Silvally, and I'm going to go switch out as well. So he's going to double switch. I'm going to go into my Torterra, and my Torterra, I mean, my Torterra is kind of bulky, though, so I might be able to take a hit, though, but the thing is that he's going to carry Swords Dance, but so thankfully it looks like he's going to be a physical Silvally, and not one of those special ones or mixed, possibly with Ice Beam, although he could carry Ice Beam just to surprise Torterra. So he's going to go for the multi-attack, and it's not going to do that much even with the +2. And I'm going to go for a second Earthquake, and it's not going to knock out the Silvally, unfortunately. So that's the only thing, is that now that Silvally is going to be able to take me out with a multi-attack. So Torterra is gone, which is fine. I'm just going to go back into my Monferno. And I can only switch in one more time now, so I'm going to have to really be careful of what I do, because I do need this Monferno for his other Pokemon. So I'm going to go into my Porygon, and he's going to go into his Manectric over here. And I'm going to trace the Lightning Rod, so that's really good. But he could... I know that Manectrics can sometimes carry a Switcheroo, which he does over here, and I do switch in my Rotom. Probably half expecting him to go for the Switcheroo, and luckily he does. So I'm going to go for the Substitute over here to see what he wants to do. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch for some reason. I don't know why I went for the Volt Switch when I could have just went for the Blizzard and done some damage on him. So I'm going to go to my Porygon over here, and I'm going to trace the Vital Spirit. He's going to go for the Substitute, and the problem is that he could just set up on me. So, he's going to go for the slack off over here. So he is going to outspeed me, so that's fine. So yeah, I'm going to go for the recover over here. Now the thing is that he may have substitute bulk up return or something like that. Yeah, so he's going to go for the bulk up. And I feel like he might have return. So now he's setting up on me. And this is looking really bad for me. So now I'm just going to go for the try attack. And it's not going to break the sub. So he's going to set up another bulk up. So that's not looking too good for me. So yeah, I'm going to go for the try attack. And it's going to break the substitute finally. But he's going to go for another sub. And I'm just going to go for another try attack because I really need to take out his substitute. At this point, I don't really have much I can do. Although I'm just going to have to, like, just go for try attacks. And he's going to go for the return. And it's, unfortunately for him, his Vigoroth is not very happy. And, yeah, the return's going to do absolutely nothing. And, yeah, he does not have max happiness, so, it's very unfortunate, though, because now his, Vigoroth is not that useful without its max happiness, so, yeah, so, I got really lucky, though, so I'm gonna go for the Toxic over here, and, yeah, I'm gonna get him poisoned and stuff like that, so that's really good, but now I can pretty much just go into my shift 3 at any time and then sweep. So he's going to go to his Liepard over here, and I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt to see what he wants to do. And it's going to do a decent amount to the Liepard, but it's not going to do too much. So he's going to go for the knockoff. I'm going to go for the try attack, and I'm going to be able to knock out the Liepard from that range. So that's really good. So now he can just come in with his Manectric and go for the Volt Switch or Thunderbolt, whatever he wants to go for. So yeah, he's going to finish me off with a Thunderbolt. So Porygon's gone. I'm going to go into my Shift 3 now, and I'm going to take this opportunity to set up a Sword Stance. And he's going to go into his Gorgeist over here, and I'm just going to go for the Sword Stance. Now, the thing is, so without that, if that return would have knocked down my Porygon, he would have probably swept my whole team. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for the Sword Stance, and then I do have the knockoff over here. I'm going to go for the knockoff just to get rid of the leftovers and also knock him out, because I'm at +2. So that's really good. I am Life Orb though, so he's now going to go to his Manectric over here, and I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch to see what he wants to do, and he ends up going for the Switcheroo, but he's going to trick me to Choice Scarf, but now I can lock myself into any move that I want, since he went for the Switcheroo last. So I'm going to go for the Leaf Blade, and I'm going to be able to knock him out, and yeah. He's going to go to his Vigoroth over here, and he's going to stay in and go for the Leaf Blade. I'm going to stay in and go for the Leaf Blade. I'm going to be able to knock out the Vigoroth. And then his last Pokemon is the Golem, and he's going to run, giving me the victory. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a comment below, leave a like, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys later.